Growing older is a privilege, but how we communicate as we age can deeply impact the way people see us, treat us, and include us in their lives. Words are powerful. They can either open doors to meaningful conversations or quietly close them in our later years. The wrong phrases can unintentionally push people away, make us seem disconnected from the present, or even give others the impression that we're ready to give up on life. In this video, we're going to talk about 6 specific phrases you should avoid in your old age if you want to remain socially connected, respected, and seen as a valuable, vibrant person. We'll explore why each phrase can be harmful, what it communicates, even if you don't mean it that way, and what you can say instead to maintain warmth, influence, and relevance in your relationships. Phrase number 1. I'm too old for that. When you say I'm too old for that, you might think you're just being practical or realistic, but the message it sends to others is that you've given up on learning, growing, or trying new experiences. While there may be physical limits that come with age, framing your limitations this way can make others, especially younger people, stop inviting you to events, stop teaching you new skills, or stop including you in activities. Over time, this phrase creates a self-fulfilling prophecy where your social circle shrinks and your sense of belonging fades. Instead, try saying, "That's not something I've tried before. Tell me more about it, or I might need to do it at my own pace. But I'm willing to give it a go." This keeps the door open and shows curiosity, which is one of the most attractive traits at any age. Phrase number 2. Back in my day. Sharing stories from your past is valuable. It's how wisdom is passed down. But if you overuse "back in my day" as a preface, it can make conversations feel like a history lecture instead of a two-way exchange. Younger people might interpret it as you dismissing the present or implying that things were always better in the past. The truth is, every generation has its strengths and struggles, and by overemphasizing your era, you risk alienating others. Instead of starting with "back in my day," try framing your story in a way that invites comparison and conversation. "That reminds me of something similar I experienced. Has anything like that happened to you?" This way, your stories become bridges between generations instead of walls. Phrase number 3. I'm just a burden. This phrase may come from feelings of guilt when you need help, but verbalizing it repeatedly can have unintended consequences. It can make loved ones feel guilty for helping, strain emotional bonds, and even make them hesitant to offer assistance in the future. More importantly, it sends a message to yourself that your worth is tied only to your independence, which is not true. Instead of saying "I'm just a burden," acknowledge the help and express gratitude. "I appreciate you helping me. It means a lot to me." Gratitude keeps relationships warm, while self-deprecating statements slowly cool them. Phrase number 4. What's the point? This phrase is one of the most dangerous for staying connected because it signals resignation, not just from specific activities, but sometimes from life itself. People may pull away because they sense negativity or hopelessness. And while you may just be feeling frustrated in the moment, saying "what's the point?" too often can change how others see you, from someone who brings joy to someone who drains energy. Instead, reframe it with curiosity or problem solving. How can we make this worth it? Or what could we do differently to make this work? This small shift keeps you engaged rather than withdrawing. Phrase number 5. At my age, I can't change. This one is tricky because it often comes from a place of self-acceptance, but it can also be a way of shutting down growth and connection. When you declare that change is impossible, you stop challenging yourself and may inadvertently send the message that other people's ideas aren't worth considering. This can make you seem inflexible or closed-minded, even if you're not. Instead, say, "That's not how I've done it before, but I'm open to learning," or "It might be challenging, but I'll give it a try." Openness to change shows vitality and keeps you part of evolving conversations and trends. Phrase number 6. I'm too old to matter. Few phrases are as emotionally damaging as this one, both to yourself and to those who love you. It can leave friends and family feeling helpless, and it reinforces the damaging stereotype that older adults are irrelevant. In reality, your life experience, perspective, and presence matter more than you may realize. Instead of saying "I'm too old to matter," try, "I may not move as fast as before, but I still have something valuable to offer," or "I'm here, and I care." That matters. Your value isn't tied to your age, it's tied to your wisdom, your compassion, and your continued willingness to connect. Passage 7. Why the words we use matter more as we age. As we grow older, our words often carry more weight than we realize. People look at us as living history, as witnesses to a time they never experienced themselves. That means what we say, and how we say it, can either inspire curiosity or quietly shut a door. Imagine you're sitting at a family dinner, and a grandchild is talking excitedly about a new technology or a trip they want to take. The moment you say something like, "I'm too old for that," their excitement deflates. They might still smile politely, but subconsciously, they place you in a mental category of someone who doesn't try new things. Over time, they may stop sharing those parts of their life with you, not out of malice, but because they believe you won't relate. On the other hand, even a small phrase like, "That's interesting, tell me more about it," opens the door to connection. It shows that you're still curious, still engaged, still willing to learn. Words can make you either a participant in the present or just an observer of the past, and the choice is entirely yours. Passage 7. How negative self-talk can quietly push people away. Many older adults don't realize that phrases like, "I'm just a burden," or "I'm too old to matter," don't only hurt themselves, they slowly wear down the people around them. At first, loved ones may respond with reassurance, "No, you're not a burden at all." But if those phrases are repeated often, they create a cycle of emotional fatigue. People might feel helpless because they can't change your mind, and eventually, they might call or visit less to avoid feeling that heaviness. This is not because they don't care, it's because humans naturally pull away from conversations that feel draining. The tragedy is that it's avoidable by replacing self-deprecating remarks with gratitude. For example, "Thank you for helping me. I really appreciate it." You not only protect your relationships, but also strengthen them. People are drawn to positivity and warmth, especially from someone with life experience. When you speak kindly about yourself, others are more likely to see you as someone who adds light to their lives rather than someone who dims it. Closing thoughts. Staying connected and respected in your later years is not just about what you do, it's about what you say and how you say it. Every phrase you use is a thread in the fabric of your relationships. When you choose words that invite connection, express gratitude, and show openness, you keep those threads strong and vibrant. And when you avoid phrases that shut down conversations or send messages of resignation, you help ensure that your voice, presence, and influence remain valued in every room you enter. Growing older doesn't mean fading into the background. It means taking your place as a respected elder, a source of wisdom, and a cherished friend or family member. The way you speak is one of your most powerful tools for making that happen. So next time you catch yourself about to say one of these 6 phrases, pause, reframe it, and watch how your connections flourish.